Back to the office. We've been talking about it a lot here at Yahoo Finance. Companies doing all they can, trying their best to get employees back into the office. Free food, the promise of rebuilding interpersonal connections, free happy hours. But get this, the one thing that might get people back into the office, some say, are air conditioning. Whether or not that could do the trick. Here in our office, I can confirm it is an ice box.
You're welcome.
On the 9th floor where our desks are. It is freezing. Dave, I know you're a big fan of air conditioning, but is that enough for you?
I absolutely love it cold. I had first said I'm not buying this trend at all because I have a 2-hour hot, sweaty commute.
Yeah.
But when you think about those that don't have central air at home, and it is upwards of 90, 95, anywhere in the state of Texas, it's north of 100 degrees. In Denver, Colorado, it's 95. Yes, if you don't have central air, absolutely. You're talking about 8 hours when you're trying to be effective and trying to grind out a hard workday. I think this is a definite draw back to the office. Now, a caveat, Houston, Dallas, and Austin already were the 3 highest return to office cities in the country, and that's where it's the hottest. But I definitely buy this. How about you, Rochelle?
I mean, it does make sense because even if you do have air conditioning, when you look at what your bills are looking like to try and keep your air conditioning running when it is so hot outside, it makes sense. There was a company, Energy Saver, they say they recommend setting your AC to 78 degrees when you wake up, 85 during the day, and 82 when you go to bed so that you can save money. You're better off just going into the office. I'm not sleeping in 80, 85 degree temperatures. It's too much. It's too much.
It is too much. I mean, it's interesting here when we talk about this. This is all from a Wall Street Journal article, and they were talking to people about their commutes, what they do to stay cool until they get to the office, which has the air conditioning. A couple of helpful tips, which I didn't even know were available. One person applies anti-perspiration sunscreen. Should maybe give that a go for your 2-hour trip. Maybe that will help you cool off during the 2 hours into the office. He bikes to work. He wears a ventilated helmet in order so he's not sweating, so he doesn't show up to the office where then it will be much colder. But, you know, I think we're onto something here.
Well,
but then the question is what happens in the fall and winter?
Well, I was just going to say, I think it begs the question when the winter and our heating bills are going to skyrocket based on the cost of energy these days, and natural gas, you've seen go through the roof costs over the last 6 to 12 months. So that will be another then. You might have a little downturn and then a real return to the office in the winter when people are freezing and don't want to pay those extreme costs, Rochelle, to heat their homes.
I mean, it's either that or they're just going to see the snow and be like, no, I don't fancy that. I just want to stay home. I don't care what it costs.